It was a wild week of high school football, with upsets across the state, which caused a shakeup in the latest GameTimeCT Top 10 football poll as we head into Week 6. Starting at number 10 is Darien. Despite its 44-0 win over Bridgeport Central, the Blue Wave dropped a spot to number 10. They are 4-1 at the midway point, as they have a bye coming up this week before they play St. Joseph. At number 9 is St. Joseph. The Hogs also dropped a spot this past week despite a 16-0 win over Ridgefield. The Hogs were 3-2 and have this week off before hosting Darien. At number 8 is Staples. The Wreckers dropped down from number 5 after a 34-point loss to Wilton on Friday night. The Wreckers have a week off to fix some things before they play Fairfield Ward. At number 7 is Hand. The Tigers flew up the poll from unranked at the beginning of the season to number 4 last week, but they've dropped down 3 spots after their 28-27 overtime loss to Cheshire. Like Staples, Hand has this week off to make some adjustments before heading into the second half. At number 6 and making their first appearance in the GameTimeCT poll since 2023 is the Wilton Warriors. Fresh off their dominant 41-7 win over then number 5 Staples, the Warriors are up to number 6. Don't rest on your laurels, Warriors. It only gets harder from here. At number 5 is Fairfield Prep. The Jesuits move up 2 spots this week. A 17-14 win over West Haven, and a couple of teams losing in front of you will do that. The 4-1 Jesuits face off against another tough opponent this week that wants to be in the top 10 in Maloney at home on Friday. At number 4 is Windsor. The Warriors just keep winning, taking down Enfield 52-7 this past week. Warriors quarterback A.J. Robinson continues to light up the scoreboard, throwing for 300 yards for the 5th straight game. He has 18 passing touchdowns on the season and just 1 interception. Windsor is off this week and gets Conard next week. At number 3 is Killingly. The Trailblazers stay firm at number 3 after their bye week and welcome Massac of the SWC on Friday. This is a big test for Hayden Allard and company. At number 2 is Greenwich. The Cardinals made easy work of Trumbull 44-7 and are off this week, which is good because when they come back, they will have New Canaan waiting. And the number 1 team in the latest GameTimeCT Top 10 poll is New Canaan. The Rams offense found its footing in a 43-10 win over Danbury, and like Greenwich are on a bye this week, which means that we will probably be treated to a number 1 versus number 2 matchup when both schools return from a bye on October 24th.